Hello and welcome to another WordPress plugin development tutorial. In these videos we're going to be creating a review widget that uses machine learning. So the aim is that by the end of it you have a project or the basics of a project that you can improve and then try and sell. So the aim of the video is to pick a good project so that we can include it in our portfolio so it makes it stand out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look online to see what kind of things are popular at the moment, what kind of things are sellable at the moment, and then I'm going to create something similar but make it competitive. So if that interests you, let's have a look about what kind of things we can make. Okay, so I've gone on to a software development website where you can buy stuff commercially. We're going to look at WordPress things. We're going to go down to widgets because I'm going to be making some widgets. And let's have a look at just making sure it's WordPress. So there's a couple of things we could do. We can make smart widgets for WordPress. That's quite broad. Custom widget area, again quite broad. We could do a WhatsApp support. We could do a support line. That's something. Another one is most popular post widget. So if we kind of click on that, that's got a few sales. So if we're going to kind of click on that works in CSS, PHP, HTML. At the moment there are a couple of ways to show it. So we've got popular post, most commented, and existing blog pages. So that's quite easy to do. And then we can also improve on that. So actually I'm thinking about making a popular post widget. So I'm going to making that for this project. Okay, so what I thought to improve on that project is instead of just querying from the database, we actually do some machine learning. So we kind of look at the comment and we decide how actually positive it is. And then we look at the full quote or the comment and then try and make a sentence that, that is able to sum up that comment. So it will actually improve. It won't just be, hey, this has the most likes, but it will look at being a bit smarter to find out which one is the most positive, which means this project will cover a lot of information. So obviously we'll have to learn how to create a new WordPress table because we're going to have to look at use our machine learning model to put new information in. We're going to be learning how to query WordPress tables. We're going to be using WordPress to store PHP values so JavaScript can access them. So we're going to be using WordPress's JSON functions here. We're going to be making multiple buttons on our menu dashboard, giving each a functionality. So in our previous projects, we've usually only had one button on that dashboard. So this time we're going to have multiple buttons. We're going to be creating a machine learning model that can run in JavaScript. So we're going to be using tensorflowjs to run that machine learning model. And this means that you'll actually be learning a little bit more than just PHP, JavaScript, and CSS. I probably will be using a little bit of Python, and things like Panda and other things to try and help with my TensorFlow model. So there'll be a lot to cover in this project. So if you're interested, do stick around. Okay, so I want you to have a very good idea of how I'm going to create this plugin because I'm going to be asking you to do a lot of activities before I do it. So the basic structure that I want is I'm going to be doing it all in OOP. So I'm going to be creating a plugin object, and this plugin object will have a number of properties that will include like the data, the new table properties that I want, the button functions, the data array that I'm going to be using. It's going to have a number of methods like add menu page, template for menu page. I'm going to have a method that checks the table to see if it exists, creates a table, and a method that gets data from the table. Should be add table data, so that'll be a method that'll add the data if it's not there using that machine learning, and then adding a number of scripts. This script will then add the JSON file, so it'll be getting that data from the table, putting it into a JSON file, and then this plugin will also create the CSS file or link the plugin to the CSS file, as well as creating a JavaScript class for our comment, a comment container as it were, as well as doing that jQuery that allows it to create that interactiveness in our WordPress widget. So for example, this JSON file will be able to connect to that JavaScript class, and then the object, or the plugin object, will also allow us to connect everything together. So all the CSS files, all the jQuery files, all the JavaScript files will be able to be accessed by not only by the widget object that we will also create. This widget object will only have one method, and it'll be the front end. I won't want anything on the back end, I don't think. So this is what will happen, is that the plugin will register that widget object, and then that widget object will have access to that jQuery file and that CSS file, and that jQuery file will probably be the file that initiates the class and the object. So that is the structure that I think I'm going to be using for the plugin. Let's have a look at what it will look like. So this is a basic concept of what I think it will look like. It'll have a top comment or top review at the top. Now this comment here, this is going to be drawn from the full comment, and it's hopefully going to sum up what the comment is. So again, you'll need to kind of create this from the machine learning model. This will have the author's name, and then the full comment will be down here. It'll be able to have buttons that you can cycle through, so that will be the container. This will be, I think, a method within that JavaScript class will allow us to cycle through all the comments. But there will also be animation that automatically cycles through that comments. So there'll be both user interaction as well as just general looping through a animation that will change every so often. So there'll be quite a lot there. Okay, so thank you for watching the first video. Hopefully you are able to see the basic requirements of our project. You will know what kind of things you'll be learning and using if you follow through and watch all the videos with this. Also, if you're interested in looking about some other projects that I've already made, you're welcome to have a look at my Matrix animation plugin or my Valentine's Day plugin. If you are interested in watching all the videos for this project, please subscribe, leave a comment or like, and it just lets me know that people are interested in me continuing making these projects. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.